Holly Hoss and a very warm welcome back to my channel. Today we are delving into 25 questions that you've never been asked before. I'm super excited to get into these questions, so without further ado, let's get going! Which planet is your favourite? This is such a good question and something that I have never really thought much about, to be completely honest. My first initial instinct was to say Pluto, but I don't actually think that's an actual planet. I was going to say Pluto because it's small and cute and tiny, but I'm going to give you guys a proper answer and say Venus. I'm not going to lie, I don't know too much about the planets in the solar system, but Venus represents women, right? So you know what, I'm going to go with a bit of girl power and say Venus is my favourite planet. I don't even know what it looks like. Oh, I love this question. Are you easy to get along with? The plain and simple answer is yes. I genuinely think I am super easy to get along with. I pride myself on being friendly and smiley and welcoming and helpful, and I think I am a really easy person to get along with. I also think if I asked my close friends and family this question, they would say definitely yes, so I'm gonna go with yes. Oh, these questions are getting deep very, very quickly, right? Would you die for someone that you love? The simple answer is yes. Absolutely. The first person that comes to my mind is my sister. She is genuinely my best friend, my absolute world. She's almost like a child. She is a child, she's 17, but what I'm trying to say is she's almost like my child. So yes, I would absolutely die for people that I love, 100%. These questions really are getting very deep and meaningful. Do you actually love yourself? I can hand on heart say that yes, I do love myself. Not in like a big-headed, egotistical way, but I have self-respect, I love myself, and I try and protect myself and my peace at all costs. I try my best in life to be a good person to myself and to others, to people around me. If you can't love yourself, how the hell is anybody else gonna ever love yourself? That is definitely not how that quote goes, but you guys know what I mean. Oh, this is a good one. Do you believe in forgiving and forgetting? Wow, okay. I'm genuinely not sure how to answer this. Let's really talk about the answer here. There's one part of me that definitely does believe in forgiving and forgetting, because if you hold a grudge, if you hold on to a situation in your life where someone's done you wrong and you feel like you can't forgive them, I feel like a piece of that will always stay with you and it can hinder your life going forward. So yes, in ways, forgiving someone and forgetting is a blessing for yourself. It's letting go of something and it's not owning it anymore. It's not letting it affect you. However, there definitely are some situations in my life that have happened in the past that I don't know if I've forgiven and forgotten. This is such a difficult question to answer because half of me is saying one thing, the other half saying another. I would actually be really interested to see what you guys think in the comments. Let me know, do you believe in forgiving and forgetting? I'm not going to sit on the fence with any of these questions. I'm going to give you guys a yes or no answer. And all things considered for this question, I am going to say no, I don't believe in forgiving and forgetting. If I'm honest, if I'm really honest. At the moment, no. My answer might change in the future, but for now, I'm gonna back myself and say no. This is a funny question. What is the first thing you wash in the shower? Honestly, my hands. I always feel like I need to wash my hands before I wash the rest of my body. Does that make any sense? I feel like it's just like basic hygiene to wash your hands before anything else. But if that doesn't count, under my armpits is the first thing I wash. I don't know why, I've just always done that. What colour is your favourite hoodie? Great question. My favourite colour hoodie is light grey. This hoodie is genuinely the best thing I have ever bought myself. Well, maybe not ever bought myself, but one of the best items of clothing I have invested in. It's light grey and it's by the brand Essentials. It was a little bit of an investment. If you guys know the brand Essentials, they are on the pricier side. However, my Essentials hoodie is genuinely one of the most comfiest things I own. By the way, this is not sponsored in any way, which way, shape or form. I wish it was because Essentials are brilliant. Oh, this is a good question, have I met anyone new today? Short answer to this question is no. I haven't struck up a conversation with a stranger today. I've not done that. Do you like your birthday? I'm not sure whether this question means like the date, which is the 23rd of July, which I love. Having a summer birthday is always a win-win situation. The sun is always out. Everyone's always on for a good time. It's a really, really long daylight hours, so you've got plenty of time to celebrate, and it's just good vibes. This question could also mean, do I like it when it's my birthday? And yes, I do. But, and there is a caveat to this. I do sometimes find my birthday overwhelming and slightly like pressurized to do loads and have fun at every single second of the day. Does that make any sense? I feel like birthdays can be quite pressurized. I mean, expectations is maybe a better way to put it. Everyone always makes a super big deal and, oh, what did you get for your birthday? What did you do? But then you feel bad if you just say, oh, I had a chilled one, even if that's what you want to do. But overall, yes, I do like my birthday. Oh, have you ever counted to 1,000? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... No, I have not. Why is your favourite movie your favourite movie? That is a really brilliant question, and what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to tell you guys what my favourite film is. I'll give you a clue. It is a really, really popular film, and I can almost guarantee that you've either heard of it or seen it. And judging by my answer, you guys can guess in the comments what my favourite movie is. This is my favourite movie because it moves me. Every single time I watch this film, I cry without fail. It makes me feel really intensely happy, and then really intensely sad, and then really intensely angry for the characters, and then really intensely everything. I feel like it's such a roller coaster of emotions, and I love to feel those emotions. Let me know in the comments from that description if you can guess what my favourite film is. I'll give you a clue, it is not Marley and Me. I feel like that would be like the most glaringly obvious choice, but it's not, I promise. This is definitely the closest thing to something sparkly. This tissue box has got some silver bubbles on it, and I think that's sparkly. Does that count? I think that counts. Oh, this is juicy. Do you believe in revenge? My answer to this is no. However, I do believe in karma. What goes around comes around. And that's all I'm gonna say on the matter. Daytime or nighttime? I've got hair on my tongue. Oh my God. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. I think I had a cat's hair on my tongue. Ew. Daytime or nighttime? Definitely daytime. Oh, do you like your name? Yes, I do. My name is Holly and I love my name. When people ask me this question, I always say the same thing, right? Holly is a great name, okay, because it's not an unusual name at all. Everyone's always heard of the name Holly, obviously. However, I don't know any other Hollies. And I also don't ever really bump into or meet any other Hollies. Don't get me wrong, in my life I have met other people called Holly, but I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't happen very often. I also really love other names with Ollie after. So like Polly, Molly, Lolly, is that a name? Pretty much just Holly, Molly and Polly. I think they're really great names. And I have one of them. I've done that thing, guys, where I've said the word Holly too many times and now it sounds really weird. Holly, Holly, Holly. That's making me feel weird now. I need to forget my name for a minute. Ooh, do you believe in second chances? This depends on the situation entirely. Oh, I'm really struggling to answer this question because it really does depend on the situation and what you're talking about here. But as I said earlier, I am not sitting on the fence for any of these, so I'm going to say no. My gut is telling me to say no, and it's all because of this one quote that I absolutely love. If you let them shenan once, they'll shenan again. I've definitely given people second chances before and it's paid off and it's been fine, it's been great. But as a rule of thumb, I'm gonna say no. I've just contradicted myself there really, but no, the answer's no. What is your favourite takeaway food? Easy, mine is Thai. I adore Thai food. I don't think I've ever tried a Thai food that I didn't like. I love the flavours, I love the ingredients, I love the crunch, I love the flavours, the taste, I love it! I don't know what I've got Northern. Do you believe in soulmates? I am actually going to answer this question straight away and say yes. However, maybe not in the way that you're thinking. I genuinely believe soulmates can come in all different shapes and sizes, and they can present themselves in your children or your parents or your best friend. And I think that's a really, really, really lovely thing. So my answer is yes, but not necessarily one person. I hope that makes sense. What colour are most of your socks? White. I don't know whether that's really plain and boring, but yeah, white. If you'd have asked me that question maybe 5 years ago, I would have said multicoloured. I used to have a real thing about socks, weirdly. I used to just have so many different colours of socks. Looking back, I don't really know why. I don't know whether it was just like a fashion thing to have lots of different colourful socks. I also had lots of different patterns and quotes on my socks, which looking back is really weird. Is it weird? I don't know. Oh, what would your dream holiday be? My dream holiday would be to go to Bora Bora and stay in one of those huts on the water, and then you open the back door, right, and you dive into the sea. Have you guys seen those? That has always been my absolute dream. I'd love to just sit out there on those hammocks and just look over out at the sea. I just think that looks absolutely gorgeous. That is 100% my dream holiday. Sun shining, cocktail in hand, and staying in those beach hut things. Or sea huts, is that what you call them? I don't even know what they're called. I feel like everyone knows what I mean. They're very like Instagrammable. Yeah, dream holiday 100%. Oh, going back to the deeper questions now, have I ever wished that I was someone else? Well, that's a really interesting question because when I was younger, I would say probably yes. I assume that's probably quite a normal childhood experience. Especially when you're young and impressionable growing up, I think I probably did wish I was other people at different points. However, as I've gotten older, I never have those thoughts anymore, genuinely. I think I've done a lot of work on myself and I am genuinely, hand on heart, really happy with who I am and what I stand for and the people around me and what I do, and I'm very, very blessed and lucky to say that because I think I've put the work in to earn that. So the answer to this question is yes, definitely in the past when I was younger, but no, never now. Okay, if you could change one thing, what would it be? Now, when I first read this question, I read it as if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? And I know that instantly. This is gonna be the funniest answer you've ever heard, but if I could change one thing about myself, it would be not having hay fever. Hay fever is the biggest inconvenience in my life. No, honestly guys, if you've never had hay fever in your life, then don't talk to me, we can't be friends. If you've never had hay fever, you don't understand the struggle that is. Hay fever has ruined countless summers for me because I can barely go outside without my nose running a marathon. But to answer the actual question, if there was one thing I could change, what would it be? Out of anything in the world, there's so much that needs changing. And if I say one thing, I'll have comments saying, why didn't you say this? A, B, and C, why didn't you say that? Okay guys, I think I've come up with my answer. If I could change one thing, it would be homelessness. I would make that extinct. I'd get rid of it. I'd have everyone have a safe roof over their head no matter where they were in the world. Because genuinely, I can't think of many worse things than not having a safe shelter over my head. Everyone deserves that. What did you want to be when you were little? When I was younger, I wanted to be a teacher. Looking back, I think I actually know why I wanted to be a teacher because I definitely don't want to be that now. I think I wanted to be a teacher because I loved acting it out. I loved playing teachers in schools with my friends. And I think that is why I thought I wanted to be a teacher, because I was like, oh, I'm pretending to be a teacher. I really like pretending to do this. I feel like I want to do this. But now to me, that just screams that I want to be an actress, which is essentially what I am. So yeah, that's what I'd say. And the last question today, very interestingly, I think, is what kind of people are you attracted to? I'm gonna answer it like, what kind of people am I drawn towards in everyday life? Who do I want to spend my time with? Genuinely, my answer to this question is people who are positive. People who are positive and who laugh a lot. There is nothing better, in my opinion, than being around happy people. Being around successful people, positive people, they are my favourites. Because in my opinion, these people make me feel happy and inspired and influenced to do and be better. And there we have it, guys. That was 25 questions that you've never been asked before by me, Holly Hoss. I do hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you smash a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss another Holly Hoss video ever again. I love you guys lots and lots. Have a super week. I'll be back same time, same place next week, Sunday at 6 p.m. But until then, have a lovely week. Love you. Bye.